Welcome to the CAS Customer Spotlight series of CAS software here in Karlsruhe, where you can gain insights from conversations with customer executives who rely on CRM to help transform their business. In today's session, we have the pleasure to talk to customer PRF Gas Solutions and its regional CAS implementation partner, Tecnologias Imaginadas from Portugal. And I wish a sunny good day to Olívio Pereira, Commercial Director of Tecnologias Imaginadas in Portugal. Tecnologias Imaginadas has been developing and providing technology and services in the areas of information technology, communications and enterprise systems since 2000. CAS Premium Partner in Portugal and CAS Partner since 2010. And I say hello to Moisés Ferreira, Business Development Manager at PRF Gas Solutions. PRF, an engineering company with more than 30 years of experience in the gas industry. Focus on LNG, biogas and hydrogen. PRF has been developing solutions to his customers with a turnkey offer from project design, engineering, construction, installation, operation and maintenance of gas infrastructure. Nice to have you. Bon dia.
Bon dia.
Bon dia.
Great pronunciation, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I try my best. Before we talk a lot of CRM, we have a short video clip with more information about you.
Over the last 3 decades, a lot has changed in the way we perceive energy, from the way we gather it to the way we actually use it. In all those steps, one thing matters the most. How can we make sure your energy gets to where it's supposed to be? And that's where PRF comes into play. PRF has been developing projects in several areas of the gas downstream sector, having already reached most of the continents, with subsidiaries in Spain, France, Angola, Mozambique, and Brazil, and headquarters in Portugal. Operating in the market for 30 years, PRF works in a partnership manner with its clients, building a strong, long-lasting, and beneficial bond for both parties. Our growth over the years has been sustained by solid standards, always striving for excellence in services. The recognized success achieved by our company relies on 5 pillars that sustain PRF growth: responsibility, solidity, the technological change drive, dedication to our clients, and an environmental responsibility sense. The continuous search for new solutions, new products, and new technologies available in the market allowed the company to remain at the cutting edge of the technology and know-how regarding fuel gases, presenting nowadays a unique range of value-added products and services. Our turnkey solutions cross all areas and include engineering and project design, regasification plants, refueling stations, LNG, CNG, renewable solutions, hydrogen and biogas, bunkering systems, support to gas distribution companies, gas regulation and metering stations, gas distribution networks, maintenance and assistance, metrology services, and Metro Mozambique in the LPG sector, cylinders requalification, storage, bottling plants, distribution, Progas Angola. PRF is not only a service provider, but also a certified equipment manufacturer, bringing its own knowledge to the way people produce specific components and systems that can maximize the potential of each installation. PRF has developed an online platform, WebCop, capable of monitoring in real time the installations per client request, bringing downtime and technical support to a completely different level. Being a gas service provider, we believe we have the opportunity and the duty to contribute to a better environment. Each time our partners create new ways of bringing cleaner energy to life, we also create new ways of getting it to where it's really needed, to people. PRF, move with us towards the future.
Yeah, Moises, let's start. What was the situation before implementing CRM, and what was the motivation to look for a CRM?
Okay, motivation was we start developing new markets, and the information was, let's say, splitted with different people, and it was difficult to have all the information, and we have to call all these different colleagues to have the all information. Besides that, we have to train and we have to hire new people, and it was very difficult to give them all the information again because the information is splitted and even scattered for different colleagues. So yeah, that was the need we found. The main reasons was this one. When we need to have some information about the client, about the process, about the project, we always have to call to different people, different colleagues, and it doesn't make sense. That's why we started to look in the CRM software.
Yeah. And how did you get in contact with Tecnologías Imaginadas?
Well, we had been working before in the different contexts, the different projects. So I spoke directly with Olívio if he had, or Tecnologias Imaginadas had some solution to us to help us and to support us on our need. And they made us the first presentation, a demonstration of the CAS software, and for us it was good enough to start a relationship and to start to know more about the solution. And the setup was quite easy. The interface was also easy to present to my colleagues. So yeah, we decided to start it with this solution, and Tecnologias Imaginadas did the implementation and the first training to PRF.
Olívio, how did you plan and manage the CRM project at PRF?
Well, to be quite honest, this was one of our easiest and most straight-on projects, because Moises really knew what he wanted, and when you have your client very certain of what the needs are and how do they want to achieve that, it's easier to implement any project. So it was a really straight-on project. We started with the basic functionalities of the system, and then we just worked on top of it with some developments, some integrations with other systems. But the main steps and the principal steps were this: we just implemented the basic out of the box functionalities and start working on top of it. Of course, the company has grown. PRF has grown a lot in these last years, and of course, the needs of the team regarding the CRM also grow. And so we kept on developing new features, developing new reportings, and so on. So it's a day-to-day work, as we normally say.
Yeah. Moises, let's talk about the challenges on your way. What was the management's position? How did you convince the employees and so on?
Well, it was more or less easy because when I present to the top management the difficulties we have or we had at that time, and when I showed them that the information was not kept to the company but was kept on just on the few people, it was an easy answer and fast answer saying yes, let's move, because we really need, the company really need this solution. The challenge was of course trying not to convince but to push a little bit our colleagues to start using it. the resistance to change is always an issue in every country, every company. So we have an advantage that is the interface. It's quite easy to, quite friendly to use. So no need a big training. It's easy to start using it. So it was easy to convince, but yeah, it was the challenge is to convince and to push people to start using it, because if you have the tool, if you have the software, but you don't have the information loaded, there's no
gain
need,
on
there's
that.
no gain on that. Yeah.
Olivier, could you help to push the people, as Moises said?
Well, to be honest, it was a teamwork between Moises and our team, because Moises received the first training, and as I said before, it was a step-by-step implementation. So all of the training, the majority of the training from our side was given directly to Moises. We just have one little, we can call it like a workshop with all the team, but all the training and all the decisions regarding functionalities, regarding new reports, processes, and so on, is all decided. It was all decided directly between us and Moises. We pass on the training to Moises, and Moises implemented it with the team, because it's we normally do this when we have the administration with us in our side, when we have the top management in our side involved in the project. We always prefer to do it this way, because for us, the tech guys, even if we had a functionality consultant within the project, but it's always harder for us to know all the aspects of the client, of its day-to-day needs, of its internal processes. So it's easier for for Moises. It was easier for him to explain to the fellow colleagues, because he knows, he's on the field also, so he knows the pains, he knows how can the system help people in their day-to-day tasks. And so I think it was a winning project also because of that. The involvement that we had on the top management side on PRF helped all the process. And for us, we just do some manuals, do some fluxes for the team to use, and it was easy to pass on that information through Moises.
Moises, can you give us a short overview about the situation today? How do you use the CRM? What are the main areas? What are the advantages? What has changed?
Okay, as Olivier said, we started the step by step, not using the full advantage of the software. So we are using it nowadays, the client details. We need to do the registration of the clients, partners, even suppliers. For us, it's important because we are visiting a lot and some exhibitions and conferences, and we meet a lot of people. We do a lot of network, so it's also important to register the suppliers. So this is one of the main uses. The second one is the offers that we send to the client. We have all the offers registered in the software. The third one is the meetings, all the meetings we have, because it was one of the needs that we felt. We have the meetings, but no one knows what happened in the meeting, who was on the meeting. So the meeting is also a good tool we have to know who was on the meeting, what was discussed, what we have to do the next step. And even if you didn't go to the meeting, you can have access and see what happened. And the last one is the agenda, the calendar, because we are increasing the team, the business development team. So in my position, I need to see what my colleagues is doing. So I need to see the agenda of each one of them. So it's the other point that we are using nowadays. This is the main points that we are using it. We are changing almost every month. We are asking Olivio or his team to make some adjustments on these 4 points.
Olivio, in general, what points should companies pay attention to when introducing a CRM?
Well, to be honest, Tecnologias Imaginadas, we see CAS as much more than a CRM. We have, for instance, we have projects where it works as a PMS or product management software. We have other projects that it works as a BPM, a business process manager. So we take CAS and its functionalities and try to take a little bit further than the idea of a CRM or a XRM. Okay, but if you attend to the basic functionalities of XRM, of course, the secret is all well known for all the CAS community. The secret is customer centricity. The companies and the business the people have to know that the customer has to be at the center of all the decisions. You've got lots and lots of competition nowadays. You've got lots of reasons to be on your tiptoes. And the only way that you're going to achieve great things is to have your customer well nourished, well cared, and with the team, with the mobilities of the teams nowadays, you know that you have teams that are working in the office, that are working from their houses, that are on the field visiting clients. So all of that information has to be centered, has to be known by all the different levels on your team, and the only way to do it is having a software like CAS to respond to all of those needs.
Yeah. Moises, what are your learnings about the benefits, advantages? Do you have some advices for other companies?
I only can speak about my experience.
Yeah.
And one of the things, probably the most important, is do not concentrate the information from your company in one person or two persons. Keep it available to everyone. In that case, CRM, it's amazing. Some benefits or advice that I can give is also choose a software that could be easy to integrate and easy to use. Otherwise, we'll need more effort to push your colleagues to use it. And if it's easy for all. If you are, as we are doing nowadays, increasing in the different regions, different markets, we need to work with different people from different language, with different currencies on the software. It's difficult to manage all, and if you have a tool, a software that allows you to use all these different components, it's very important. And of course, I think the last one, but not the least, is choose the right partner. As I said before, with the Tecnologias Imaginadas, we are always calling them and sending them emails saying, listen, we need to move this, we need to change that. Because as much as we are using it, it appears new things, new features that we want to have. So you need to have someone from the other side that can answer you properly and fast.
What's next, Moises? What's planned for the future on your CRM journey?
Well, there's something that we are discussing a little bit with Olívio, trying to use not only the CRM for the areas that we are using, but to trying to implement different areas in the company. From now, and I'm speaking because only on the business development, that's my area. So we are entering the new markets in the new countries, and we are hiring new colleagues there. So we will have to train these new colleagues, and we have to develop also probably new features there because there's new project, new countries to us, and we don't know exactly how we can work or how we will work on these countries. Probably we'll have to adjust something on our reports, on our information that we have to load on the software. So yeah, this is one important point. And the other one, yes, is the different areas, not on the business development, but probably on the project management, to my colleagues that is dealing with the project management. They can link the information from the client, the information from the offer, to the information of the project. When we win the project and we start doing it, probably it would be useful to connect both parts, business development and the project management. We will see with the Tecnologias Imaginadas what we can do.
We will do it. We will do it.
Yeah, Olívio, anything to add?
No, just it was a pleasure to be with you guys. It's always good to be with the CAS team and to see that they are always pushing on and always trying to give us a better product for us to give to clients like PRF. It's always a pleasure to be with you guys, and I'll hope that we speak again soon about other projects, about other new novelties, and thank you very much.
Let's go for a short summary to come to an end. Right now, the use of CAS CRM in 2 or 3 sentences, Moises.
Well, in 2 or 3 sentences.
Or maybe 4 or 5. It's okay.
No, but it's. I will give you the quite short. Mobility for me, it's important when I have a meeting to have on my hand my mobile phone. I can quick share, quick see of the client. So mobility, statistics and reporting. It's important to share all the information with the top management when they ask us some information. We can also, in a quick way, give them some reports and statistics about the offers, about the clients. It's amazing. And the last one, we can share the information with all the team of business development, but not only, even for the rest of the company, we can have all the information concentrated and share easily with them. So it's well, I just said the 3 or 4 advantage, probably the main one. We have more for sure, but this 3 or 4 is for me the most important on the CRM use.
Olívio.
Well, as I said before, we see cars as a little bit more than a simple, let us say that, a simple CRM, because the features that it gives allows us to do a little bit more than the typical CRM, which is only connecting the customer and the team and the company. Of course, this is one of the major features, but then you've got the rest of the universe that goes around the companies, and of course that always maintaining the customer as it's on the center of all these relations. As Moises spoken before, it's very important for us to have our suppliers. It's very important for us to have our team members. It's very important to have all these entities that are connected and that can provide a better service or a better product for our customers. So if you have all of that in a platform, if you have all the process since the first phone call or the first meeting that you have on the client until the implementation of the project and the support through help desk and through all of the service that you give post project, all of that can be implemented in a solution like Cash. So for us, having a zero or a 0 day until the future, everything since the beginning of the relation is within the same platform. Of course, that after we can implement and synchronize the information with other platforms through the API that Cash provides. So it's a very powerful tool to connect and to link all of the company parts. You know, for us, it's like glue that keeps on giving. So it's our way to see the solution, a solution like Cash.
Very interesting and useful insights today from Portugal. Guys, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to having you.
It was a pleasure.
And have a good time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And thank you for watching today. If you want to learn more about CRM, just subscribe our CRM news at cas-crm.com. Thank you for watching. Have a good time and see you next time. Bye.